So I'm not going to be doing any sort of crazy bold look today because I am just going to grab lunch with my husband later, and then after that we are going to my little brother's baseball game. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm not worried about getting like super glam just because I'm going to grab a quick dinner and then we'll be going outside to the baseball field. So yeah. And because I just haven't done a video in forever, and I don't really have any specific look that I'm going for or anything like that. Kind of just wanted to do a get ready with me basically, and kind of just a chit chat and kind of update y'all on life and where I've been for the last several months. So, yeah, we'll just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with my face first. Just because I'm not doing any crazy bold eye looks, so I'm not worried about like fallout or anything like that. So we'll just start with my face. To prime, which I am freshly out of the shower. I don't know if you can tell with this wet nappy hair and my red face. But my face is already been cleansed and moisturized, so that's important, so make sure you do that first. But to prime my face, I am going to go in with the Ulta face primer. It's the matte primer. I don't really have oily skin. I do get a little oily in my T-zone, but nothing like crazy like some people do. But I do like a matte finish, and the foundation that I'm going to be using today is not matte. So this definitely helps with that and helps with any oil coming out or producing. So just took about a pea-size amount, and I kind of put it on both middle fingers and index fingers, and just going to make sure that I cover all parts of my face. I really think that I'm going to start using a brush to put on my primer. I mean, my hands, the only thing I really use my hands for to touch my face with is applying primer, and I mean, they're clean, but there's just something, I mean, for me at least, feels gross just putting my hands directly on my face. So yeah. So for foundation today, I'm actually going to go in with my Wet n Wild PhotoFocus foundation. This is shade Shell Ivory. I have like a love-hate relationship with this foundation. For those who aren't familiar with this foundation, it is like $5. This one specifically I got from H-E-B. For those who don't live in Texas, you are probably like, what the heck is an H-E-B? So I think that you can get it from like Walmart and probably like Walgreens and CVS. I just get it from H-E-B because that's where I do all of my grocery shopping. But this foundation's like $5. So I mean, honestly, in my opinion, like, you can't expect a $5 foundation to do a bunch of crap. But for a $5 foundation, I feel like it's pretty legit. I prefer matte foundations. That's probably, and I mean, it's not a matte foundation, but for it being $5, in my opinion, it has amazing coverage. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. I did already get it damp, but it has been sitting here for a whole minute. Let's spritz my face. So just want to make sure it's as damp as it needs to be. But I do think that this foundation does have pretty good coverage. Again, for a $5 foundation, I like a foundation that lasts all day. This one for me definitely does not. No matter what primer I use, no matter what setting powder that I use. I mean, definitely whenever I like pack on the setting powder, it for sure lasts a lot longer. But by the end of the day, I definitely have like breakage around my nose and my areas where I have, you know, like fine lines and wrinkles. And it does come off really easily. Like if you have like a runny nose or you're sick, it's definitely not a good foundation to wear because it will just come right off whenever you have to blow your nose or whatever. But for it just being like, it's good for like an every day-to-day foundation. and I've rebought it twice now, I think. Maybe just once. So it's probably one of my favorite go-to drugstore foundations for sure. I just stabbed myself in the eye. I don't know if y'all saw that. So, I mean, y'all can see it's pretty decent coverage compared to the redness that was on my face before. So, there's that. For concealer, I am going to go in with this Covergirl Outlast All Day Concealer. Looks like this. I've had this concealer for a while, and I mean, I basically use it every day. So, obviously, if I use it every day, it must not be terrible. But for some reason, like, I still don't know how to feel about it because it does break up a little bit under the eyes. I mean, it lasts a while, so I mean, that's a good thing. Like, it doesn't, like, immediately start breaking up. Like, I just don't know how to feel about it. For one, I think that it's obviously too dark, but I'm pretty sure whenever I bought this, this was like the lightest shade that they had, and so I was like, oh, it'll be perfect because I'm like super pale, but it's pretty dark, and it has like a yellow undertone, so I don't know. I like it, but I don't. But then again, I use it every day, so yeah. So while I'm doing this video today, said I wanted to do a little chit chat, so I guess I'll just start off with why I haven't done a YouTube video in forever. I haven't done a video in forever. It's mainly just excuses, but I'm just gonna be honest. When I don't know why my neck is so red right there. When I first started my YouTube channel, I don't have any sort of fancy equipment, or I'm going in to set my face now, and I'm going in with the, I don't want it to spill out, hang on. Going in with the Airspun powder. The lid looks like, sorry, I don't want to tilt it because there's powder in there. The lid looks like this. This to me, I call this the Walmart powder because I've only ever seen this at Walmart. And I'm going in with my damp Beauty Blender Real Technique sponge. I've only ever seen this at Walmart, and my mom used to use this, like, I remember whenever I was growing up. So you might have seen your mom use it when you were growing up. But I never used it because I remember it used to be like really messy. I mean, the lid on it is still like really loose, so I still think that it would be really easy to spill it everywhere. But if I remember correctly, it used to come in like, sorry, it's like really fragrant and so it's like really strong. Doesn't break me out though, so that's good. But it used to come in like, I don't know, it felt like cardboard box packaging. Like, that's what it felt like. But now it comes in like plastic, so that's good. Whew, okay. That stuff is so fragrant, y'all. Ugh. It's one thing I don't like about it, because it's one of those fragrances that literally you get all choked up. But anyway, I use the I just put it up. I use the damp beauty sponge to set it basically on the areas in my T-zone where I do get oily, and in the areas where I put concealer, because that's where I want to make sure it sets the best. And then I just use my large, this is a Morphe E41 brush. I just use this to kind of go all over and then just set the rest of my face. Anyway, that powder, by the way, I think it's great, and you can get it for like $5 at Walmart. So if you're looking for a decent setting powder and you're not trying to break the bank, definitely go and look for it. But anyway, picking back up where I was talking about where I've been and why I haven't done a video, and I ended with saying that when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't have any sort of like fancy camera equipment, editing, like laptop, nothing. I was literally using my iPad, and I was doing everything from the iPad, from recording the video to uploading the video to iMovie to edit it, and then taking it off iMovie to put it back on my phone, and then uploading it from my phone to YouTube. So that is a lot of work, because first you record the video. Honestly, for me, like if I'm doing a full face and I'm talking to y'all like I am now, which I'll keep going, I'm going in with a Morphe E8 brush. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And it looks like this. I use this as just like an all over brush to go over my eyelid, and I'm dipping in with the Winky Lux what is this? Winky Lux Kitten palette. This comes in a BoxyCharm, I believe. My friend actually gave this to me, and these are the colors that come in it. Super pretty. And I'm going in with this color right here, which is shade Duchess. So it takes a long time, especially because I have like one of the older iPads, so it doesn't have like a super fast processor, and like literally from between me recording it, editing it, and uploading it to YouTube, like it could take me like 2 days, y'all. Like not hours, like days. And I did a couple of videos, and there were some videos that it literally even took like a week for me to upload, because just when you're trying to do too much on something as small as an iPad, especially an old one, like the shit is gonna crash, okay, y'all? So I just wasn't having much luck with it, and I get that like you have to start somewhere, but I like did not have the time or the patience for that. I'm now gonna be dipping into my Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palette, and I am going to be going in with an M504 brush. This is what it looks like. And I'm going to be dipping into the color MFEO for my transition shade. So as long as it was taking me, like I like to think that I'm a patient person, but I'm really not. I'm actually super impatient. It just wasn't worth it to me. I was like, this is taking way too damn long. And so I literally did a few videos, and the last one that I did, it literally took me about a week to get it uploaded. So I was like, I don't care to do this anymore. And the whole reason why I started a YouTube channel is because obviously, like, if you're into something that you want to share with the world and you want to record it, then I feel like YouTube is the way that you're gonna go. But I was like, oh well, I can just start off by doing Facebook Live videos, but I was like, no, I want it to be bigger than that. And I was like, well, I can do both. And then because I was just having such a hard time with getting a video uploaded to YouTube, I was just like, I'm just gonna stick to Facebook Live videos. So I did that like a lot from the beginning, and now it's kind of just to where I do it every now and then, and now it's kind of just like where I'm being lazy. And if I realize if like I want to make something of myself and I want to get better, then you have to actually roll with the punches. So that is why I'm here, because I honestly miss doing it. I miss showing off my talent and what I can do. And I realize I'm not going to get anywhere if I, again, don't roll with the punches. So that's what we're doing. So I laid that color down, and now I'm going to go in with a M573. This is what that looks like. Don't mind it being dirty. I need to clean my brushes. And I'm going to go in with the color Pooter. This is literally one of my favorite shades out of the Jaclyn Hill by Morphe palette. For me, it can go, it's good for either, it starts a really good smoky eye for me, or if I'm just trying to do like a soft neutral look, it's good for that as well. So whatever look you're going for, but it is more of like on the brown tan side, as you can see. So I'm kind of just focusing that on the outer corner of my crease and lower lid, and then I am blending it up and into my crease. Not going full smoky today, but just want a little bit of color. But anyway, and then like the last video that I tried to do, y'all, it was a disaster. I actually tried last weekend. It was on Saturday night, and I just was really like in the mood for doing my makeup. I had nothing to do, but my husband was at work, and I wanted to be bold. I wanted to do like a crazy look, and so I decided that what I would try to do is do it off of my phone. My iPhone, I had an iPhone 6S. I had never done a video off my phone because I did not even want to attempt it, because I, only had the 16 gig phone size. So like anybody that has an iPhone knows that's like no space if you have like music and pictures and stuff on your phone. So I was talking to another girl that I know that is in the beauty community that is on YouTube, and she said that she uses her phone and she literally just deletes everything before she does a video, so that way she has enough space on her phone. So I was like, okay, well, I'll try that, whatever. And so I tried that, and it took me literally an hour and a half to do the video, because the video kept stopping because my phone kept saying you don't have enough storage on your phone. And I'm like, okay, what the hell? It literally got down to the point where I deleted everything on my phone that I could possibly delete. Like I had started deleting Apple apps that it lets you delete, and what was happening was that every time I would delete something, my system storage kept increasing, and the amount of space that I had on my phone kept getting smaller and smaller. So I was like, okay, something is wrong with my phone. Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm going to be a little daring today, y'all. I'm going to dip in with the M513 brush. This brush right here. I'm going to go in with the shade Twerk. That is a royal blue color. And I'm going to kind of basically go where I was just going with the color Pooter. But anyway, so after I'd finally was able to record the entire video, and I edited it on my iMovie app, my phone literally was like crashing, y'all. Like, it could not handle like everything that I was trying to do on it at one time, and like just nothing was working on it. I had absolutely no storage on my phone, so it would not let me use anything on my phone. Like, the processor was crashing, the like something was legitimately wrong. And I stopped deleting apps because the more and more apps that I kept deleting, the less storage that I kept having on my phone. So my phone was legit messed up. And so I was really mad because I had worked super hard on those videos, and after I had edited it literally just deleted the videos. And I did a super, super cool bold look. It was totally different from what I've done before, and I was really excited to share it with y'all, and I couldn't. So, luckily I took pictures, but sometimes like when you don't have the video, you kind of like don't want to even share the pictures. So, I had to go get a new phone. I didn't want to because I don't like paying for phones, but I could not use my iPhone 6s anymore because it wasn't working. So I got an iPhone 8. Didn't get the Plus because those are expensive as hell, and I'm cheap. And I don't want a $200 phone bill between me and my husband, so I literally only wanted that. I like that Plus because of the portrait mode for the camera, but this camera still has really good quality. It has a lot better quality than I was expecting, so that's a plus. I was testing the video before I actually started it, and the sharpness of the video really surprised me. So, but yeah, so now that, because for those who don't know or do know, the new iPhones come with either like the standard is 64 gigs, I think, and then there's like a huge one, it's like 100 and something, I think, I don't know, but so now that I have a 64 gigabyte phone, uploading videos should not be a problem, hopefully, we'll see. So y'all pray for me because I really want to start uploading more videos, and I want as less issues as possible. So hopefully that is what we will get. Okay, so I kind of just took that blue color, that twerk color, and just put it all over my lid. I'm going to go back in with the M573 brush that I used for the shade Pooter, and I'm going to use that. I didn't dip back into Pooter, but I'm going to use that to kind of go across the top of the twerk color so I can soften that up a little bit. Said I was going to do a simple look today, y'all, and I'm putting freaking blue on my eyes. What the hell? I'm going to go in with this E18 brush. Looks like this. It's a small oval shaped brush, and I'm going to go in with the shade Hustle. This is a shimmery color. It's like one of my favorite shades to lay down in the center of my eyelid, if that's the kind of look that you're going for. But if you're interested in helping me grow my account and supporting me and seeing what I can do and the looks that I can create with makeup, then please give this video a like if you want, and subscribe to my channel, and then you can go follow me on Instagram if you would like. My username is Elizabeth Alexandria, and I will put it in the description box down below. I'm gonna go in with this I lied. I'm going to go in with this E36 brush. It's basically like the E16 brush that I was just using. It's just a lot smaller. And I'm going to go in with the shade Obsessed. This is the lightest shimmery glitter shade in the palette. There's like a pretty light highlight. I call it the highlight because I use it to highlight my brow bone. And here, this one is just like shimmery to me, if that makes sense. Okay, and then I'm going to go in, actually I'm going to go in with that same brush that I was literally just using, just because it is small enough to blend out my lower lash line. I'm going to go in with the shade Twerk first. And kind of, I'm going in with the light hand as far as like dipping into the color, because I don't want my lower lash line to straight up be blue, but I want it to match the top. Okay, that looks good. And I kind of wipe that off just on the back of my hand. And now I'm going to go in with the shade Pooter, and I'm going to use that to basically blend in with Twerk. Okay. So that looks good, and now I'm going to go in with this ME17. Looks like this, and I'm going to go in with the shade Beam. This is the one that I use to highlight my brow bone. So see, this one's really nice, but this one is like a soft shimmer, if that makes sense. Like, it's not like chunky. I mean, the one that I use on my inner corner, it's not chunky either. Like, it doesn't have chunky glitter in it, but creamy, I guess you can say. And then this one is like smooth. I don't know. I'm probably like using all of the wrong terms, but if you understand makeup, then you should understand what I'm saying. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to go and just gonna wipe it off so I don't get, this is the brush that I use to pop in my crease color. And I'm going to kind of just wipe this area off because it looks like I got a little pooter in there. Alright, and now I'm going to go in, can put that back over there. I'm going to go in with my M438 brush, looks like this. And I'm going to use that just to wipe under my eyes to get rid of any setting powder that has not melted into my skin. And I'm going to go in with my large E41 powder brush just to again brush off the setting powder that is left. Okay, I'm done with my eyes, and now I'm just going to go ahead and go in and start bronzing. I'm going to use a Morphe R2 brush. Looks like this is a larger brush. It's fluffy, but it's also like kind of narrow, if that makes sense. Perfect for bronzing, in my opinion. And I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. Finally started using this stuff about a month ago maybe, and I absolutely love it. If you're looking for like a good drugstore bronzer, this one is really good. It's really creamy in my opinion, and if you like coconuts, then the smell will drive you nuts because it smells so damn good. I like this brush because it does kind of come to a point at the top, so if you are wanting to actually do a contour, you can do that with this brush as well. Now I'm going to just go along my hairline to give me a nice bronzy glow. Just make sure that that doesn't look super harsh, and I'm going to come down my neck a little bit because my neck is pale AF. Like, I know that y'all are probably like, no, that just means that your foundation's too dark for you. My neck is legit, it's just like pale. like my face has a natural like red undertone, so I just have these random spots everywhere. Cover those up. Okay. But my neck is legit just like paler than my face, so I need to make it look even. Okay. So I think that's good as far as bronzer goes. Now I'm going to go in with this Morphe M530 brush, and for blush I'm going to go in with my, I don't know how to say this, but Lychee+Gold Healthy Glow Rose Gold Blush by Seraphine Botanicals. I really like this blush. It's super pink and it has like gold shimmer in it. Probably can't tell from like the pan itself, but it's very pigmented, so go in with a light tan for sure. And if y'all are wondering, I didn't just go and buy a bunch of random Morphe brushes. This is actually the Jaclyn Hill's Favorite Brush Collection by Morphe. When I recorded my last video that I tried to upload, I explained this in there, but obviously that video didn't get uploaded, so let me just repeat myself really quick. So with this brush collection, Jaclyn Hill actually has a video explaining each individual brush and what she loves it best for and what to use it for. And I honestly, wrong brush, need to watch that video because I'm sure there's a lot of brushes in this collection that I'm probably using for the wrong thing, but it's fine. The things that I use them for, I obviously feel like they work, so I'm just gonna keep doing me, but I do want to eventually watch that video so that way I can actually educate myself on what each brush is meant for. So for highlight today, I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Aurora palette. Outside looks like this, inside looks like this, and I'm going to go in with the color Orion. It is the blue color, and I actually think I'm going to mix it with the purple Spectra color, just because I put blue eyeshadow on my eyes, so why not put blue and purple highlight on my face. Y'all probably can't, the camera's probably not picking up, it's picking up more blue than it is purple. Okay, that one looks super purple. I really hope the camera can see that. It probably can't, but it's fine. Woo! Super blinding. I'm going to just put a little on my nose. A little on my Cupid's bow. And a little on my chin, my chinny chin chin. Oh, this was a Morphe M510 brush, I'm sorry. I'm actually positive that this is a highlighting brush, so don't question me on that one. Okay, so I'm gonna go in and set my face really quick using the Ulta Beauty Matte Setting Spray. I really, really like this setting spray. The only thing that I have noticed is that the mist is a lot heavier than other setting sprays. Obviously, it's Ulta brand, like it's not super luxurious, but I really like the way that it sets my makeup. So just keep in mind that if you do ever use it, it is pretty wet whenever you use it. And then just make sure whenever you use a setting spray that you don't like wrinkle your face or make any weird facial expressions, because the whole point of setting spray is that it is supposed to set your face, so just try to keep your face as still as possible till it dries. Okay, so that's dry enough for now. It'll finish drying when I'm doing the rest. Sorry. I am going to go in and do my brows now, and I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz pencil. This is the shade Chocolate. I'm going to go in and brush my brows first. My brows are really, honestly, they're a hot mess right now. I don't usually ever go and get my brows done because I feel like my brow hair doesn't like grow fast enough for me to pay somebody to do them, if that makes sense. Like, it's just normally like a few hairs that every now and then that like I can pluck, and that basically keeps up like with me maintaining my brows and my brow shape. And I've always had a pretty good like natural brow shape. Well, I guess as I've gotten older, like my eyebrow hairs have started growing more, and they kind of just like have a mind of their own. So I did my brows myself about 2 weeks ago, and I really thought I liked the shape. And then I realized this one, like my face, if y'all have ever paid attention, like the whole right side of my face or the whole left side of my face, whenever I say, are completely different shapes. My right side is more rounded and my left side is more flat. My eyes are different shapes, my ears are different. Like my eyebrows, I know that you say like you shape your eyebrows are gonna be the shape that you make them, but I swear they each have their own arch. Like my muscles are different or something. But this one was like thinner right here and had more of an arch, and this one was just like rounded. So I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna let them grow back out, and then I'm just gonna go and have them done. So I am just waiting for them to like grow out enough to where I can go have them done. So if you're looking at my brows and you're like, dang, her brows are a mess, that is why. So I'm gonna finish these really quick. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. I'm sure y'all can tell that they're sisters, they're not twins. My brows are literally like my biggest struggle because I go so back and forth with what shape I want to do, and they're just always like way uneven, so like it's whatever. That's why I want to go and have them done so somebody can just like reshape the bitches for me. Okay, whatever. That'll be good. And then now I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm going to go in with my favorite L'Oreal Voluminous. This is the base. And then this is the Voluminous Original Black is Black mascara. If you're looking for a good drugstore mascara, I really like this one. I'm not going to put on any falsies today, although I should, because I feel like this look has turned kind of extra, but it's fine. Pretty sure my husband's awake if y'all can hear that noise in the background. Alright, so now I got my mascara on. My lashes look decent, I guess. And then I'm not going to put on any actual lip color. I'm just going to go in. This is with one of my favorite lip toppers. This is the SeneGence Cosmetics LipSense gloss, and this is the Opal gloss. So it does have like the Opal iridescent in it, and I think it'll be perfect for this look that I did today. So you can see right there the Opal iridescent in it. It's really nice, super creamy, and it lasts a long time. So it is perfect. Alright, so this is the final and completed look. I think this looks super pretty and super spacey, kind of, because I did go in with blue eyeshadow and a purple highlighter and an iridescent gloss. So there's that. I said I was going to go with a neutral look, and I ended up with this. It's fine. But anyway, I hope y'all liked this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. I know it's been a minute, but if y'all please be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to my channel before you leave. I would greatly appreciate it. But until then, I will see you next time. Bye!